Hello everyone, Firestarter here, back with some more replays. This replay was submitted to me by Duro. It's a 2v2 on Jungle Law. It's been a while since I've had a video on this map. I quite like this map, I'm gonna be honest. It works for 2v2s and 3v3s really well. And yeah, enough shit talking. So, on our blue side, we do have Zerydal and Razznoob against Macapek and Duro on the red side, which I think are just double Soviets. And what is this? It's a NORAD, and it's probably Eurocore or German or some variation of a German deck, because knowing Razman, he's quite the fanboy. Anyways, we did have that Wild Weasel coming out there. He didn't really do much, but he did draw in that PU, so they did reveal that. Looks like Echo will be forfeited by the blue team. Kind of typical on this map, which I totally disagree with, because Echo is pretty much the decisive zone once the stalemate in golf is just, in Mike and golf, sorry, is on. And yeah, so since nothing's gonna happen here, I'm just gonna focus here for the rest of the game. Let's just slow it down a bit just to see how our players are deploying. So we do have quite a big tank push here coming out by Zerydal. Meanwhile, Razman is setting up in golf. So they haven't taken Hotel in Lima, which, I don't know, I advise taking like the 2-point sectors on this map early on, because they're massive. As you can see, like if they capped at least Hotel or Lima, they'd be at a nice +2, which is kind of good early on, I guess. So, we do have some Conqueresses here, firing on the Abrams. We do have this infantry blob being caught out in the open, so all these Ericses, these Abrams, and these scouts are gonna rip them to bits. So no competition there whatsoever. But we do have quite a defensive play coming up from Duro in golf. I guess they're working together, and no, it's just Duro in Mike and golf, and I think Macapek is the one holding Echo, and what else? I don't know. I don't see anything coming out from him. Doesn't matter, we do have that MiG-27, sorry, being called out, hoping to score some Abrams hits, but I think he lost vision or something, because as you can see, the Grues are kind of deep in the forest, they're not on the edge here. So yeah, let's see how he's dealing with this here, though. These Jaegers and Panzergrams are trying to push, but against entrenched VDVs, that's not gonna end well, and the MiG-27 does go down, so that's quite a big loss there. It's an expensive plane. I don't know why he's just not using the MiG-27, since it's like the most broken ATGM plane ever. It's like 95 points, like fucking bullshit, Eugen. Fix your game, please. We do have some Fallschirmjägers cutting off this forest line. That will be a bit of an issue for Duro to deal with, and considering the action slowed down a bit, I'm gonna boost it at a ×2, and we'll see what happens. But yeah, never mind, since Duro is actually pushing in to have the VDVs with the BMPT support. He should really push in now. He'd be able to get that Panzergren, and he does, as you can see. You should always support your BMPTs with infantry, obviously, since the AP buff for all infantry. BMPTs aren't as OP as they used to be in their land battle, which is good, because they were fucking insane back then, holy shit. Yeah, okay, so we did have Zerydal being aggressive, trying to take back Mike completely. Considering there's not much here, I think he can totally get this. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Duro and Macapek had a +4, so forcing Razman and Zerydal to rally out CVs at the same time, and what the fuck? Didn't get that? Well, that's a lucky Abrams, I guess. It's gonna pull that back, and I don't see any supply trucks coming out from Zerydal to resupply his Abramses, so kind of a bad play from Zerydal. These tanks are super important in Mike, since if you have the tank superiority, you just lock everyone down. Gepard going down, and the MiG being evac. The 27 killed something. Hold on, what did it kill? It killed an Abrams, okay. So that's a nice little pickup there for Macapek and Duro. especially considering this Abrams is badly damaged. That gives our red players a decent enough breathing room, so it should be good. Meanwhile, not much happening in golf. VDV is just pushing out, trying to score some kills, walking into fire. Probably will get damaged, I think. No, they're going around. They're just derping out. Look at that. Yeah, okay. I think that's a call for a CV for Echo, which will give Duro and Macapek that guaranteed +1. So now it's up to Razman and Zerydal to make it happen, because if they just capture Mike, they're still gonna need to figure some way of getting 143 points. So yeah, which is why I disagree with just blatantly giving up Echo. It's never a good idea, really isn't. It puts you on the back foot unnecessarily. And T80 balling hard, will it get the Leopard? That will be embarrassing. Oh, that was so close, only 1 HP left on that Leopard. Would have been hilarious, and I was gonna talk so much shit, because it's Razznoob, obviously. Losing Leopards to T80s is never good. But yeah, so we do have some MBT-70s here. How did these VDVs make it here? I wasn't even paying attention. Well, never mind. So they're gonna provide like a nice distraction. Oh, the VDV will bait. Nope, they do not get the Leopard. They were so close though. MiG-27 being called out. I think it lost line of sight though, so this is kind of a suicide. Yes, it is. But Zerydal managing to successfully clear out Mike. And an Mi-28 being called out. Interesting. Okay, let's just speed it up for now. And you can see the force concentrations in Golf and Mike heavily favor Blue for at this point. So if they can hold Mike and just do like a nice flank attack on this little mountain forest whatever thing, they can completely cut Golf off and secure the tick. We have Centurion being called out. Okay. But then again, it's 130 points, isn't it? Yeah. So it's not a bad choice. Definitely not a bad choice at all. But the Mi-28 is on the field. Let's see how much damage he can do. Get some martyr too. So there we go. First missile hits. That's a nice little sign there of things to come. Hopefully, let's slow it down and see if he can deal with these Kylers. He's focusing transports though, which is not good. He's just wasting the ammo. We do have... Nope, he misses that Kyler because it goes into cover in the last second. It's a bit unfortunate, but they do have 16 missiles anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. PVAD's going down to the K-52. And this... what? I don't know, it's just missing left and right now. Oh, it scored a Bradley that was here, okay. It's difficult to know sometimes because this one was detract and the labels were here and yeah, whatever. So, we can speed up again for a bit. I mean, Bluefer should just push now because they do have so many forces here. Look at this. They have like a million Fallschirmjägers and Panzergrens and Kylers and everything. And there's only Zalos and a BMPT and a T-80 just holding this. Granted, there's SUs here, but they can just always get bombed to smithereens or whatever, or just flank with the Fallschirmjägers like so, and Zerydal can just cut them off like this. But I don't know why they're playing so defensively. They definitely have a numerical advantage here, so it'd be a shame to see them throw this away. They have an attack marker being called out by Macapek. We'll see what it's for. Maybe it's a bomber or something. Let's just see if they have any artillery actually. Not that I can see. Okay. Speed this up again. And see what happens. This lone VDV trying to probe. Oh, maybe that's what the attack marker was for. That makes a lot more sense now. You have that OP Bradley getting that BRDM. Fallschirmjäger is obviously dying. I mean, killing the VDV. And now Razman and Zerydal at a +1, but Redford does have a foothold in Golf, so it's not like they can just flop a CV there. But we do have a burrito called out, so this can be a game changing. Why is he pushing back. What the fuck are you doing, Razman? Oh my god. Okay, we do have that Buratino prepping to fire. Let's see what they do. I think... yeah, Red 4 is prepping for a push now. See, if Blue 4 attacked like 2 minutes ago, it would have been completely in their favor. They would have just wiped everything out here. Especially with Zerydal pulling a flanking attack. But now they're losing momentum. Because they're being way too defensive. Do have these AGSs. No AGS, that's not where you want to be. Bye bye. That 2A4 being cooked. Who uses these? What? Okay. Well, that's interesting. This 2A5 pulling back. Does he go down? He does go down to the Meg. Nice little pickup there. But he gets shot down by the automatic. The OP-matic, I should say. We do have a Hornet being called out. You can just mess up all these tanks here. Or just miss both missiles. Either way works. And then just die to Iglas. Kinda how all my planes go. So yeah. Blame Eugen, I guess. You have VDVs pushing out, but I definitely think they need some Spetsnaz support here. Because VDVs are just not going to deal with Panzergrens and Fallschirmjägers. Or a BMPT even, something like that. But we do have a lot of troops called out by Red 4 now. So yeah, as I said, once this happens, Echo is the deciding zone, and Echo is in firm control of Red 4, so... not a good idea to give it up. Really not a good idea. Leopard 2 going down to the T-72. We do have an A1 being called out, so it's sort of an even battle. Let me just check. This has 19 AP, this only has 20 front armor, so you do have to close in a range increment to be able to deal with that a bit. But as you can see, the T-72 is now on half HP. Most likely will go down. I can just zoom in a bit because there's nothing gonna happen on the right side. And the Mi-28 being really used well, sniping Kylers left and right, and yeah, Red 4 managing to make a foothold here. This 2A5, oh, it's dangerous. It's slowly taking its HP down, but yeah, it's 2 against 1. This T-72 is just as good as that now. Another Kyler being sniped by that Mi-28. Really good helo usage by Duro. Not being too aggressive with it. As you can see, he's keeping it behind a mountain. Let me just show you this. So it was here, right? Which means A can't fire from it over the mountain. But it does have nice line of sight of anything crossing this. So really nice helo micro by Duro, and helo positioning as well, which is a lot more important than microing a helo, is just where they're positioned. Yeah, I'm just gonna speed up a bit. See how this final attack goes for Red 4, but I think that Zerydal and Razznoob are just gonna give up, considering they really don't have a choice at this point. They've just thrown it away really by giving Echo up. So Razznoob calling out, telling Zerydal to stop being a noob and actually attack, which he only sends a scout there. See, had he done this earlier with all these troops he has here, just take this forest line where the Iglas are, and you just cut off your opponent from reinforcing this forest. So they have to attack from here, which means Razznoob can just camp out in this little line, like so, and do massive amounts of damage, and you can just always fall back to planes or whatever and just cut that line of sight off. But yeah, really nice push coming out from Red 4, crippling Blue 4's ability to mount a successful offensive. So yeah, not much else to say, I guess. More troops being called out by Duro, and not many troops being called out by our Blue 4 players here. Just some infantry and some tanks, I guess. Which is all you need really, and some AA. It's like half the units in the game. Well, more than half. Whatever. But yeah, I just don't see a way of Blueford coming back from this. I mean, with the advantage Redford has, they can just flank into Mike now and cut them off. Take back this forest line, plop a CV down there just to bleed them. To have more units being sent into death here by Razman. Spetsnaz, BMPTs, and VDVs are things you do not want to face when in a forest. A2 almost going down, but not quite so, and the MiG scored something else. I don't really know what it did. I'm not too sure, it doesn't matter now, and we do have the surrender coming out. And that will be GG. Razman and Zerydal getting wrecked like the noobs they are. So yeah, and Duro messed them up. Holy shit, look at that KD, really nice. So yeah, thanks Duro for submitting this game. Hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you in the next one.